What's up, guys? Today I have another 3D printing update, and today I'll be going over my updates with my my now called S-Bot34, since nor is it a Core XY or a H-Bot. So due to that, I redesigned the whole thing, made the parts fit my needs. Like back here, I've designed and printed two more Y brackets. Before, they had all these places for pulleys and other stuff, because it was supposed to be a Core XY when I built it, but turns out that was going to be a bit more pricey than I intended, so I redesigned them so I could have one screw hole in the middle to fit my one pulley on each side. And also redesigned these motor brackets up here, because the old ones, they didn't work for what I needed, so just redesigned them. I also, for the bed, I added these little thumb screws to make it easier when I'm leveling the bed. And I have a bunch of cable chain now. Well, it's not that much, but it took forever to print. Right here and right here. I'd like to get some more for the bed and the X-axis. Well, I guess it's considered the Y-axis, but whatever. So yeah. Also reprinted the motor mount and pulled it up a little bit so I had more Z height. So that helped out. I actually had to change the Arduino on here, the Mega 2560, because there's something wrong with it. Not sure what happened, so I had the company send me another one. I've been having trouble with the old Arduino since the day I got it, so Folsom was nice enough to send me another one, because their customer support is just amazing. I really recommend that company if you're into 3D printing and you have a pretty strict budget. Today I actually had to replace the extruder. Took it off my i3, I stuck a J head on there. I would have used the J head on here, but it was too short for my design, and I had to redesign the whole printer, which would have been a pain in the butt, so I just stole the old extruder off that one. I had to replace the extruder because the heat brake broke, and I would have just ordered another heat brake, but the heat brake broke off inside of there, and I had a good bit of torque on there, so that's not coming back out. I've actually done this twice, and the same things happened both times. I actually don't know which one I did today. I can't remember, but yeah. So maybe one day I'll find a way to reuse these, like somehow like drill it out or something, then retap the holes. It also happened on the block. So much crap in here. The heater block, I guess what it's called. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find that. And yesterday I broke another fan, so I had to print out another replacement blade. Oh, here's the heat block. I have a bunch of these right here. Yeah, I don't really know what that black stuff is. I guess it's from leakage, and it just turned black. So yeah, if I can focus, you can tell that it snapped. Come on, focus. Yeah, not really. Doesn't want to focus. Whatever. So yeah, I stuck the other extruder on there. This is my third Folsom extruder. It's just a pain in the butt when you break the heat brakes, because the extruders are $35 each, and it's a pain in the butt. So that's $100 in extruders. I need to just invest in E3D, but I'm too cheap. And as I said, Folsom has some pretty cheap stuff, so it works out for me. I Also redesigned my X-ends. Dennis Hapes, the designer of the big red printer, it's all plastic pretty much, Prusa i2/3. Well, I guess it's pretty much just an i2, but all plastic. It's really neat. And he was building a Core XY, and he was nice enough to send me the files to his X-ends. They're printed in 3 pieces. Yeah, it's not lamination or anything, it's just printed in 3 pieces, for the X rods and the Y bearings. I just had to redesign the top and the bottom pieces, because for the top I had to redesign it to put the motor mount on it, because my last setup was really just awful. I guess my previous video was of my beta version of this. On the other end I have my idler, my belt tensioner. Works pretty well, but yeah. Also, I didn't really plan on putting this bearing there, but there's a bearing behind that white thing, behind the white washer, on both sides, but that one's to keep the belt flat so it doesn't screw anything up on flat prints. So yeah. What else on my printer have I changed? For my, this really isn't a big thing, but for my Y, what's that called? End stop, I screwed it onto the wood, so I twist it now to adjust the levels, and that's so much easier. But yeah. So my i3 is currently down right now, because I had to steal the Arduino off of this one, so I didn't have to wait 2 weeks to get a new Arduino, so I could use this. So I'm waiting on the Arduino, and yeah. I just had to put the J-head on there. I'm gonna turn it around real quick to show you the electronics. I've made some changes back there too. Alright. Ah, sucker's heavy. Holy crap. Well, I like my new printer because it doesn't weigh nearly as much. So I sort of cleaned out the electronics. Kind of dark in there so you can't really see, but yeah, that's how I wrapped a lot of it so it's ready. Stick an Arduino on there. So that printer's ready to be sold. I'm trying to sell it right now for around $300 so I can build a larger version of my S-Bot34 here. I guess I'll call it the XL or something like that. This is just the regular version. Maybe one day I'll make a smaller version. It'd be nice to sell the frames or something, because the frame was freaking difficult as all get out to make, because I don't really have many tools to do it. I had to borrow a jigsaw, and my friend let me use his. He cut up the wood in the shop. So yeah. I need to order some longer cables for my LCD, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it, because I don't really measure too well for where the LCD is supposed to go, so I think I'm going to cut that out and just print something out to put the LCD in the middle, and have switches on both ends for like turning off the fans or the lights, because I'm going to put lights on here eventually. I'm not going to find some strip lights, but until then, that'll be like that. So that's pretty much it, update wise. Well, there's one small thing. I had to print out a new idler for my extruder, because the last idler had an open spot where the filament went through, and the filament kept on sliding off the bearing, that one right there, and which it stopped extruding. So somebody already designed it on Thingiverse, so I downloaded that and printed it out. So the printer's working pretty well. I'm doing a tall printer right now to test the Z, because I was worried about the Z wobble, and it looks like it's doing pretty well. So it's a rather long update, so yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just comment below. That's about it. Thanks.